Good morning. Welcome to Simply Country Cuisine, and I'm Susie. Well, today's recipe is a recipe that I promised you while I was making the dressing. And it's leftovers, but it's a turkey ball. Well, we're gonna make some today, and we're gonna have them for lunch. But I'm also gonna make, if there's enough extras, I'm gonna make them. And you freeze them in the uncooked stage. Get your balls made up, cover them. My suggestion is, and if I have enough here, I'll show you, I'm gonna wrap it in plastic, and then you freeze them. And then let's say you have another evening like we did when we did the pantry Alfredo, chicken Alfredo. You come home and you, oh, I haven't thawed anything out. I've got like 4 or 5 of those turkey balls in the freezer. That's plenty for my family. You take them out at a frozen state. Now, the cooking process today will be a 375-degree oven, 15 to 20 minutes. From the frozen state, you'll want to add an extra 5 or 10 minutes because it's going to have to cook from a frozen state. All right, in our bowl, we're going to put 2 cups of leftover mashed potatoes. You know, leftover mashed potatoes are always put you in a quandary. Now, you can make potato pancakes out of them. Reheat them up with some butter. Dina brought home a great idea though the other day. Add butter and a garlic salt to the top of it. All right, now I still have a little bit of mashed potatoes left. I probably will make fried potato cakes with this. We're going to use 2 cups of the dressing, stuffing, which over the Thanksgiving holiday, our stuffing turned out so great. Thanks, Jamie, for that little idea about the oven. That worked just great. And it's still, as you can see, it's still very moist. All right, now we're going to put in 1 cup of the shredded turkey. Now, I have to make sure I have enough in here for Mark's favorite. After the holidays, he says, I have to have my cream turkey over with peas over toast. Now, I'm not going to actually use the measuring cup. I'm just going to go ahead and put a cup, measure it off in here. Make sure I get a nice, generous cup of the turkey. And we will reserve enough for his cream turkey. And next, we have a 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. So far, there hasn't been anything I put in here that I don't just absolutely love. There we go. And I'm going to beat this egg. I just love gadgets. And if any of you guys know of any neat gadgets, please post them on the bottom. I'm sure I'll get them. All right, there's 1 egg. So actually, my thought in this, the mashed potatoes and the egg are going to be the binder to hold these babies together. And we're going to use 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. These happen to be seasoned breadcrumbs. I don't think that's going to really matter if you have plain breadcrumbs. I just don't think I would use panko. And a little salt and pepper, but again, I told you I'm going to put salt, pepper, onion, and garlic powder in mine. Probably about a 1/2 teaspoon. All right, now I'm going to mix this up. I can tell you now I'm going to wind up using my hands. This is all mixed up. I'm going to use my ice cream scoop. What I'm going to do though is get a pretty level scoop and then roll it in my hands because I want the ball to be pretty firm. You could make large ones. You could probably do them in a muffin tin, but this said lay them on a lined cookie sheet, and we'll see how many we get of these. All right, I'm gonna cook 6 off for our lunch. That'll be 2 apiece for Mark, Dina, and myself. And I have this much left in my bowl. I'm gonna go ahead while we're waiting for them to cook. I'm going to do this, wrap them up, and I'll show you what they look like when you come back, how I've got them wrapped, and how I'm gonna freeze them, okay? So we'll see you in 15 to 20 minutes. We'll check them at 15. All right, while our turkey balls are in, dressing turkey balls are in the oven, I was going to show you how I was going to freeze them. I'm going to take, because remember they're soft now, take a piece of plastic wrap, place my turkey ball in it. I'm going to roll it up like this, and I'm going to, because I don't want it to be hard to unroll, and then just tuck this under. Now, I am going to put them in the big freezer inside or on this pan, because at this point, they would just, if I put them in a baggie, they would just kind of mold together. So I'll freeze them, and then when they've frozen, I'll show you what we'll do to them. And see, it's not compromising. If I wrap them this way, it's not compromising. I want to give a shout out to someone. My nephew and my niece, his wife, my niece, came for Thanksgiving. And my sweet little nephew, he and his wife watch every one of my videos. And I was just so tenderhearted about it. And he says, Aunt Susie, did you see my comment? And I said, well, I don't know. And then he told me his call letters. And I said, well, was that you? And I said, I hope I answered you back nicely. And he just laughed. But hi to Daniel, Jeanette, Jack, and Maddie. All right, so once these have gotten to the frozen state, I will take them off the pan, and in my plastic storage bag, I'll write turkey, and I'll just say 30 minutes cook time from frozen state. On Sundays, we go to church, we eat out, and because we're eating out a little bit later, I don't want to put them in there now. And because we're eating out a little bit later, for dinner, if he doesn't have to go to bed like in the middle of the afternoon for work, we get a little munchy, but we don't want a heavy dinner. And I thought, man, this would be great. Just take out a couple of these, cook them up for dinner, and at that point, I would just use an instant gravy packet. But the ones we're going to have today, I have leftover actually turkey gravy. I'm going to heat that up. And some of my sweet, sweet dear friend Lynn's homemade, oh my goodness, I should get the recipe for this and show this on the show. It's a homemade cranberry sauce. She has apples and nuts, and it's so fresh, and it cleans the palate. So that's our lunch for today. We're going to have it, pour gravy over it, and have a little of that cranberry sauce. And I'm so excited. So I'm going to go put these in the freezer, and our turkey balls have probably about another 10 minutes in the oven. If you'll come back and join us, we'll see what they taste like. It's been 20 minutes, and they have browned up beautifully. They are pretty. All right, well, we're going to try one. I'm going to show you how I'm going to serve them for lunch. So I'm going to take a very nice hot one. I'm going to pour, I've heated the gravy up. Now, this was actual turkey dripping gravy, so it's got a lot of flavor to it. And I'm going to have some of that cranberry sauce. All right, let's give this a try. They're nice and soft. Oh, yes. Very good. Very, very good. It still tastes like holiday food. I think that Parmesan cheese gives it a little different flair. Boy, is it delicious. I was thinking that while I was cooking this. If you wanted to make up these like in the middle of the year and you didn't want to cook a whole turkey, you could go to your deli section, have them cut you a nice little slab of turkey. It's already cooked, and bring it home, shred it up really good, make some dressing, because you can make that any time of the year. You could get some of the instant potatoes, the mashed potatoes that are already made up in the, I think they're in the produce section. So you have your mashed potatoes, you would have make up dressing or stuffing, get some deli turkey, and everything else you have in the refrigerator. It's so easy. So remember, good food, quick food can happen anytime. Healthy food. This is a healthy meal. You could serve a salad with it. You could serve green beans, or just, here's another idea. Make these up and send them in lunches. They may not be hot, but they would be pre-cooked. That's just another thought. Always remember to subscribe and like our videos on YouTube and share them. And we're also featured on Instagram and Facebook. And our numbers are growing, and we're thanking all of our viewers, every one of you. We're just so happy you're part of our family. And if you don't have a place to worship, please join us at any Glad Tidings church, one church, 5 locations in Central Texas. You'll be welcomed with more love than you could ever imagine. God bless and happy holidays.